King Charles versus King Felipe, the hidden royal war tearing Europe's monarchies apart. Welcome to B News. Behind the glittering crowns, centuries-old traditions, and carefully choreographed state appearances, Europe's monarchies are far from the picture of unity the public is led to believe. While royal families across the continent often appear together for lavish state banquets, international commemorations, and ceremonial gatherings, insiders insist that the harmony is more fragile than it looks. At the very center of these growing tensions lies a silent rivalry between King Charles III of the United Kingdom and King Felipe VI of Spain, two men whose reigns could not be more different, yet whose paths now intersect in ways that could reshape the very future of Europe's monarchies. Today, we expose the truth behind this hidden royal war, a quiet battle for influence, prestige, and power that threatens to tear Europe's crowns apart. Before we dive into this unfolding story, make sure to subscribe to Nis Royals Families, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our deep investigations into the world of royalty. We don't just tell you the headlines, we take you beyond the palace gates, where rivalries brew, secrets simmer, and monarchies are forced to fight for their survival. And we want to hear your thoughts. Is the rivalry between Charles and Felipe personal, political, or something far more dangerous for Europe's future? Share your view in the comments as we unravel this extraordinary royal battle. On the surface, King Charles III and King Felipe VI seem united by friendship and shared tradition. Both attended Queen Elizabeth II's funeral in 2022, both have spoken warmly of their family ties. Charles even shares distant royal ancestry with Felipe through the long intermarriage of Europe's dynasties. Yet beneath the smiles and handshakes lies a strikingly different vision of monarchy. Charles ascended the throne late in life, burdened by decades of controversy, scandal, and public mistrust. His reign is defined by constant questions of legitimacy and relevance. Felipe, on the other hand, inherited Spain's throne in 2014 amid scandal, but he immediately worked to reinvent the monarchy with strict discipline, transparency, and a near-perfect public image. Where Charles struggles to hold the respect of his people, Felipe projects the image of modern, untouchable kingship. And herein lies the tension, one monarch clinging to survival, the other setting the standard. Behind palace walls, sources say this quiet rivalry has grown more intense in recent years. Charles reportedly views Felipe as a shadow king, a younger, more popular monarch whose composure and clean reputation make Charles look fragile in comparison. Felipe, meanwhile, is said to quietly resent Britain's historic dominance of European royal affairs, with Buckingham Palace traditionally seen as the first family of royalty. For Felipe, Spain's monarchy, one that has endured scandal, exile, and revival, deserves equal recognition on the world stage. Their rivalry is not played out through direct confrontation, but through symbolism, influence, and the subtle language of royal diplomacy. One of the flashpoints of this rivalry comes from their approach to scandal. King Charles, long associated with his turbulent marriage to Princess Diana and his controversial relationship with Queen Camilla, remains unable to shake the ghosts of the past. Every royal crisis in Britain, from Prince Andrew's disgrace to Prince Harry's bombshell memoirs, weakens Charles's global image. In contrast, Felipe has ruthlessly distanced himself from the scandals of his father, King Juan Carlos, even banishing him from Spain at one point to save the crown's reputation. Felipe's ability to maintain dignity and moral authority in the face of crisis has only highlighted Charles's weaknesses. And in the eyes of many European observers, Felipe has emerged as the model of what a modern monarch should be. The rivalry extends into global influence. Britain, through the Commonwealth, still wields symbolic power across dozens of nations. Charles is seen as head of state in countries from Canada to Australia. But Spain's monarchy has long sought to strengthen its influence across Latin America, leveraging historic ties with nations like Mexico, Argentina, and Colombia. Felipe's presence at Latin American summits is a clear signal of Spain's soft power strategy. Behind closed doors, diplomatic insiders suggest that Felipe's team views Charles's declining grip over the Commonwealth as an opportunity, a chance for Spain to assert itself as the new moral leader of European royalty, while Britain remains bogged down in internal strife. Even fashion, protocol, and public appearances have become part of this subtle battle. When Felipe and Queen Letizia attend international events, they project discipline, unity, and glamour. Letizia, especially, is regarded as one of the most stylish and modern queens in the world, often overshadowing Camilla, whose less polished image has drawn criticism. Royal watchers note that Charles and Camilla often appear stiff, weighed down by age and controversy, while Felipe and Letizia embody youth, elegance, and control. In today's media-driven world, image is everything. And in this regard, Spain appears to be winning. Perhaps the most dangerous aspect of this hidden war is its potential to divide Europe's monarchies at a time when public support is fragile. In Britain, calls for republicanism are growing louder, particularly in the Caribbean and Australia, where debates about removing Charles as head of state are heating up. In Spain, Felipe faces his own separatist movements in Catalonia, where many reject the monarchy altogether. Both kings are fighting for survival, but instead of unity, their rivalry risks creating fragmentation. If Europe's monarchs cannot project solidarity, they may give more fuel to the growing republican movements that seek to abolish royalty altogether. And yet, behind the rivalry lies something more human, a struggle for recognition. Charles, after waiting a lifetime for the throne, is now compared to a king half a generation younger, who appears more in control and more admired. Felipe, who inherited a throne on the brink of collapse, now finds himself viewed as royalty's strongest asset, but one still overshadowed by the weight of Britain's historic influence. Their war is not fought on battlefields, but in palaces, newspapers, and the court of public opinion. And it is a war that may decide not only their legacies but the very survival of monarchy in Europe. As this hidden conflict continues, one question remains: is Europe witnessing the beginning of a new royal order, where Felipe emerges as the model monarch, or will King Charles find a way to prove his critics wrong and restore Britain's crown to its historic dominance?